I hit every fucking branch on the way up. ADHD, carrying shame or carrying a name. I went 40 years before anybody named my ADHD. Join me as I unpack and reflect on my lived experience with the support of a really incredible doctor of psychology. I have to say I'm enjoying the process of sitting every week in a room with a professional, taking the whole thing apart with the lights on, you know. I lived for 40 years as a kid nobody knew had ADHD, and now I'm sitting opposite someone whose job it is to help me see it in the context of my broader mental health. That's the view I'm writing this from, and I'm writing it for two people. The kid I was and the kid that you're losing your patience with right now, because they're closer to the same person than you think. You've explained things twice. The homework was in the bag and now it's nowhere. The job you asked for on Monday, that still hasn't happened by Thursday. The list you made together, the calendar, the reminders, the whiteboard on the fridge, all of it sitting there untouched while they tell you that they forgot again. And you feel that thing rise in you that you don't like, but you can't always stop. I'm not going to tell you that that feeling's wrong. It's real, and pretending otherwise would be no use to you. So let's leave it standing there and just go to the other side. They already know. That's the first thing, and it's the thing nearly everybody gets wrong, so stay with it. Whatever age they are, 7 or 17 or 35 and not picking up the phone, they already know they're getting it wrong. They knew before you said it. There's a scoreboard running inside them that doesn't switch off, and it's more brutal than anything that you would ever say out loud, because at least you have the decency to stop. It doesn't. And so when you point out the thing they missed or give the advice, you're not giving them support. You think you are. You're actually giving them evidence. One more entry in a case that they've been building against themselves since they were small. They're telling me the solution's so obviously simple, therefore I must be fucking stupid, I must be lazy, I must be different. And here's the part that's hard, so hold on to it. It's fucking frustrating them more than it's annoying you. They might not show it. That's called masking. Do you think they want to live life on hard mode? Do you think anybody wakes up and chooses to be the one who forgets, who's late, who starts 10 things and finishes 2, who's somehow difficult to love by the exact people whose love they need the most? They absorb your disappointment. Internalizing disappointment from people who matter becomes shame. That turns into shame. Who the fuck picks that? It isn't laziness, it never was. What you're watching is a condition, and the brain underneath it runs a different operating system to yours, which means for every fix that you reach for, just make a list, just set an alarm, I've told you twice, it assumes a piece of hardware that they don't have. You're not being ignored. You're issuing instructions to a machine built to a different spec,